Good people, what is going on? Another episode of the All Go Podcast. I'm your host, Desmond. Please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate it. Was out for my morning walk and saw that George Pickens has been traded from the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Dallas Cowboys for a third-round pick and late-round pick swaps. So, start with Pittsburgh. This was a move that you heard some rumors about regarding Pickens. He's coming up on the last year of his deal and is a talented player, but at the same time, not a guy that you've seen enough to extend him or put him on a franchise tag, which I would imagine, wide receivers, it's probably about $20 million or something in that range. Because Justin Jefferson's getting 40. He's at the highest, I believe. So is it 40 or 30? Yeah. Anyway, it's got to be about $20 million that you would fully guarantee him for 1 year. And like I said, an extension, I just don't think George Pickens has done enough where you would feel comfortable giving him an extension there. So he's talented enough where you don't want to let him just walk out the door with, and getting nothing in return for him. So you pick up a third rounder, you get late round pick swaps. It's one of those things where I think the DK Metcalf trade probably gave you a little bit of insurance there and gave a move where you felt a little better with making that trade for Pickens, because you want to have some weapons, right? But you don't want to have the cupboards bare. But they end up making the trade. I think it's a pretty solid deal. And for Dallas, I mean, you get a receiver opposite CD. Pickens is a really solid deep threat. He's super athletic, super talented. I think the issue with George Pickens, from what I see, is just the maturity part of it. He is someone that doesn't seem to be locked in. Like he has that issue that he seems to not be able to be locked in the entire game. Like there's always whether it's his effort, they had the interception that Russ threw. Basically, it was like a late game, and I can't remember who they were playing. I want to say the Chiefs. I might be wrong. But Pickens is on the left side. Russ is trying to throw the ball to the middle of the field for a touchdown. And because Pickens basically just loafs on the route, the safety on his side goes to the middle of the field and makes an interception. And it's one of those things where it looks like Russ just makes a dumb decision. But when you really look at the film, that was 100% George Pickens' fault. You had the multiple times, I think it was 2 seasons ago or maybe last year, where him and also Deontay Johnson, just awful effort when it comes to run blocking. I don't need you to be Hines Ward and flatlining defenders and blocking linebackers, but you can't walk and not block a guy when the ball is literally coming right behind you. Like, we need you to get a body on something. So that's the tough part with Pickens. And not that the Dallas media is any, some hornet's nest, but you're going to have a lot of games on primetime because that's the Dallas Cowboys. A whole lot of Sunday night football, a whole lot of the Sunday 4 o'clock slot. You're probably going to have a couple Monday night football games, some Thursday night. So you're going to get a lot of eyeballs on you. So if the effort issue continues and the not being locked in, there's going to be a lot more eyeballs that are going to be able to see that and are going to make some comments. So we'll see. I'm hoping for the best for George Pickens, because I think he can be one of the best young receivers in the NFL if he can just lock in and be focused for a full 60 minutes. So we'll see there. Also wanted to talk about the comments that Brian Schottenheimer made about the moving of lockers with Dak and Micah, and also seating in the team meeting rooms that he changed, and said that the players don't have a say in where they sit. Number one, in general, I don't think this is a huge deal. What I do know, and I, played football a long time ago, just college at the Division III level, so wasn't at Michigan or anything like that. But what I do know is there usually is some type of hierarchy when it comes to like sitting in like a meeting room or so on and so forth. Like the veterans pick where they sit. Usually it's up front because they are the ones that are typically having conversations with the coach. Rookies sit up top, and then we just kind of filter in from there. So in general, it's not a huge deal that you're doing this. The tiny red flag that I have on this, and it's with Brian Schottenheimer, and it's not that you did this. I like I said, I don't think this is a big deal at all. The tiny red flag is that you thought enough of this decision to sit there at a press conference and tell the media that, as if this decision is now going to take the Cowboys from a 7-8 win team now to 15-win team. We're going to win the NFC East. We're going to win the NFC, and we're going to win the Super Bowl now just because I moved the seating chart around. Like that, not a huge deal. It's not the beginning of the end of Schottenheimer's tenure or anything, but just a weird thing to mention to the media when you are such a new head coach. He's been coaching for a long time, but I thought that was just kind of odd. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. That's it for me. Appreciate it. Peace.